Let's go to page 385 and let's start with number 2. Okay, number 2, you have 3y to the 3 over 9y to the 4, and you want to simplify, so you want to reduce the number, then you go down the alphabet. So 3 and 9 both are divisible by 3, so divide by 3 you get 1, divide by 3 you get 3. And you go down the alphabet, y to the 3 and y to the 4, when you cancel out, you're going to get y over here. And so in this case, you're going to end up with 1 over 3y. Okay. Let's go to number 4. You have 10m squared n over 5m n. So make sure you have enough space above and below so you can write down what's the leftover. So 10 and 5 you can reduce into 2 and 1. M and m squared cancel out, so you got m. The n cancel out, so your final answer will be just 2m. Okay, number 6. You have 9y to the 3 over 6y to the 7. So 6 and 9 can divide by 3. Y to the 3, y to the 7, divide by y to the 3. So you get y to the 4 on the bottom over here. So your answer would be 3 over 2y to the 4. And let's go to number 8. You have 15y to the 5 over 9y squared. Okay, so 15 and 9 can divide by 3, so divide by 3, you get 5, divide by 3, you get 3. Y squared and y5, divide by y squared, divide by y squared, so you got y3. So you're going to get a 5y to the 3 over 3, and that's it for number 8. Okay, let's go to number 10. You have 16a to the 5, b to the 3 over 12ab squared. So again, let's go and reduce the number first. 16 and 12 can divide by 4. So divide by 4. A and a5 divide by a. B squared and b cubes can divide by b squared. And so you're going to have 4a to the 4b over 3. Okay, let's go to number 12. Okay, you have 9a squared, b to the 3, c to the 4, over 21b, c to the 6. 9 and 21 are divisible by 3, so divide by 3. Then you go A, there's nothing to cancel. Then you go down to B, so you can do the number and alphabet. So B and B cubed can end up with B squared on the top. C to the 4, C to the 6. When you cancel, you're going to get C squared on the bottom. So your final answer would be 3B squared, right? 3B squared over 7C squared. And oh wait, there's a a square, so watch out for the a square. Okay, so 3a squared, so you have to watch for that. That's why you want to have a lot of space so you can write things clearly so you don't miss anything. Okay, let's go to number 14. You have 18u squared v to the 5 w over 8v w squared. So 18 and 8 you can divide by 2, and then you go down to u, there's nothing to cancel, then you go down to v, so v and v5, so you get v to the 4. W and W squared, you get W left over on the bottom. So you can watch out for that one, okay? So you got 9U squared, V to the 4 over 4W. And that's it. Okay, let's go to 16. You have 25 a squared b over 35 ab squared. Okay, so 25 and 35 divisible by 5, so divide by 5. A squared and a can divide by a. B and b squared divide by b. So you got 5a over 7b. Okay, let's go to 18. You got 3x plus 12 over x plus 4. So as soon as you see addition, subtraction, those are terms. So when you have terms, you cannot cancel. So you need to go and do factoring. So on the top, you need to go and factor out the 3. Right, step 1, common factor. On the bottom, cannot factor, so you can just leave it as a group. So now, when you have a group, okay, you can cancel now. Okay, because the addition, subtraction inside the parentheses does not count. So this becomes factor. So this can cancel with that. So your answer would be 3. Okay, do not cancel terms. Okay. Let's go to number 20. You have 12y minus 18 over 4y to the 3 minus 6y squared. Again, as soon as you see addition, subtraction, those are terms. You need to do factoring. So on the top, you can factor out the 6. On the bottom, you can factor out the 2y squared. Okay, so you can double check, right? So to get 4, you need to get 2, right? 2 times 2 is 4. Y squared times y will give you, missed the 2 over here. So you have to double check, right? 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, so double check your factoring. Okay, so this one, so 2 times 2 give you 4. Y squared times y give you y cubed minus 2 times 3 will give you 6, and that's it. Right, so when you factor, you want to double check your factoring to make sure you can get back to the original. Okay. So now you have 2y minus 3, 2y minus 3, this will cancel out. And then you have the 6 and 2, you can divide by 2. So be 1 and 3. So your answer will be 3 over y squared. Okay, let's go to number 22. You have 9ab squared over 18a cubed b squared minus 36ab to the 3. So the top, nothing you can do about, but bottom, again, these are terms. As soon as you see terms, you got to do factoring. So when you're doing the factoring, right, step 1, common factor. So 18 and 36, you can factor out the 18. So this becomes 1, and this becomes 2, right? So you can do this, right? 18 times 1 give you 18. 18 times negative 2 give you negative 36. So let's take as a number. Now you go down the alphabet. A cubed and a, so you can factor out the a. So you're going to get a squared. But don't put a 1. If there's something else, you want to kind of just get rid of the 1. So a squared. Again, double check, right? A times a squared give you a cubed, right? And when you factor out when you factor means you divide, right? So when you factor out the a, there's nothing left. Now you do the b, right? So you got b squared, so you can factor out the b squared, and so you're going to get b left over. Again, you can double check, okay? So 18, so the number match. 8 times a squared give you a cubed, b squared, right? And over here, 18 times negative 2 give you negative 36. A times, so a match, right? B squared times b give you b cubed, right? So you can just, the way you check it, just multiply. You do the number, then you go to a, then you go to b, right? Just number and alphabet. So once you do the factoring, now you can go and cancel, right? Now because now these are factors, okay? Remember, addition, subtraction inside a grouping symbol does not count as a terms, right? So all these are multiplication, so all these are factors. Now you can cancel, right? So you have the number, alphabet, group, right? So when you do the cancellation, you cancel the number, then you go down the alphabet, okay? Then a, then b, square, okay? And group, there's no group to cancel. So your answer would be 1 over 2 times a squared minus 2b. Now, you can multiply if you want to. It doesn't matter. Both are correct. So if you multiply out, that's fine too. But you can just leave it like that. Okay, let's go to 24. Here you have a 18s 3t plus 30s squared t to the 3 over 24s squared t squared plus 40s t to the 4. Again, as soon as you see addition, subtraction, those are terms. It means you have to do factoring. Okay, so you need to go and factor the top. So 18 and 30, you can factor the 6. Okay, so as soon as you factor the 6, you're going to get 3 and 5, right? So 6 times 3 give you 18, 6 times 5 give you 30. So do the number first, then you do the alphabet. S to the 3, s squared, so you can factor the s squared. So you're going to have an s left over, right? S to the 2 times s will give you s cubed, okay? And when you factor everything, then you don't have to write anything over here. Then you do the t, so you got t and t cubed, so you can factor the t. So you're going to get t squared over here, right? T times t squared will give you t cubed. Okay. Again, you can double check. Okay. You can double check by multiply. See if you can get that. Multiply, you get that. Okay. So now you're done with the top. Now you do the bottom. Okay. 24 and 40. You can factor out the 8. Okay. So that's your 3. Right. 8 times 3 give you 24. 8 times 5 will give you 40. Okay, so that take care of the number. Now you go down the alphabet. So you get s squared and s. So you can factor the s. So you're going to get s left over, right? S times s give you s squared. Now you do the t. You got t squared and t4. So you can factor the t squared. And so you're going to get t squared left over, right? T squared times t squared give you t4. Okay, now after that, then you can go and start to cancel things out. Okay, again, when you cancel, you can do the number, alphabet, and a group. So do the number first. 6 and 8 can divide by 2, so you get 3 and 4. Okay, so done with the number, let's go down the alphabet. S and s squared, so you cancel, you get s left over. T and t squared cancel, so you get t left over. So you do number, alphabet, then do the group. Now this group are the same, so they will cancel out, so that's kind of nice. So your answer would be just 3s over 4t. Okay. Let's go to 26. You have 4 minus 3z over 3z minus 4. They look similar, okay, but they are kind of switched. So the way you can switch the subtraction term is by factoring out the -1. So go and factor out the -1 from, doesn't matter if you do the top or the bottom, but I want to do on the top. So factor out the -1, so this becomes 3z minus 4. Okay, and on the bottom you get 3z minus 4. And you can check, right? Negative times 3z give you minus 3z. -1 times -4 give you positive 4. So it's always a good idea to do a quick check. Make sure your factoring is correct. So now we can go and cancel out. So the group and then the group are the same, so you can cancel out. So your answer would be -1. Okay, let's go to 28. You have 4x to the 3 minus 4x squared over 12x squared minus 12x. Okay, so you can, as soon as you see addition, subtraction, do not cancel anything. Okay, you got to factor. So on the top, you can factor the 4. Okay, and then x cubed, x squared, you can factor out x squared. And so you're going to end up with x minus 1. Right, you can double check to see if you can get back the origin, right? 4x squared times x give you 4x cubed. 4x squared times -1 give you minus 4x squared, right? So again, when you factor everything out, you're going to get 1, okay? So you always check to see if you can get back the original. On the bottom, I can factor out the 12 and the x. So I get x minus 1. Again, double check. 12x times x give you 12x squared. 12x times minus 1 give you minus 12x, right? Okay, so now let's go and after you factor, then you can cancel, okay? So 4 and 12 divide by 4, right? X squared and x cancel out, you get x, right? So number, alphabet, and a group. So cancel out the group, so you're going to get 1x over 3, so it'd be x over 3. Okay, let's go to 30. Okay, you got 3 plus 9 over 4 over 3. So this is just the basic math. Just go and work it out. So do not cancel out the 3 because these are terms. So what you need to do is you can go and add this together. So you get 12. You get 12 over 3. Okay, and you cancel. So answer will be 4. Okay. Another way to do it, if you do it by factoring, okay, is 3 and 9 are both multiple of 3. So you can factor the 3. So you get 1 plus 3 over 3. Okay, so that's another way to do it. Okay, and then 3 and 3 cancel out. So your answer would be 1 plus 3, which will give you 4. So you get the same answer. Okay, so purpose of this is to show that if you do the factoring, then you get the same answer. Okay. Now this one you can add together because they are numbers. Okay, but a lot of time like this, they are variables, then you cannot add together. Okay, so that's why you have to do factoring. Okay, let's go to number 32. Okay, number 32. You have x plus 8 over 8. And in this case, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, you cannot factor, and because these are terms, you cannot just cancel out. Okay, so there's nothing can be done. So that's it. Let's go to number 34. You have x squared minus 4 over x minus 2. So again, you got to factor, right? So now, when you're doing the factoring, step 1, common factor cannot. Step 2, that's your difference of squares, so you have to factor into conjugates, right? So you're going to get x plus minus 2, right? So remember that, right? Remember your factoring. On the bottom, you're going to get x minus 2. So when you cancel, then after you factor, then you can cancel. Then your answer would be x plus 2. Okay, let's go to 36. Okay, you got ax squared minus 10x minus 3 over 12x squared plus 11x plus 2. Okay, so over here, you need to go and do factoring. So on the top, step 1, common factor cannot. Step 2, perfect square cannot. So step 4, master product. So let's do the master product for the top. So you're going to get negative 10 and negative 24. So you're going to get 1 comma negative 24, 2 comma negative 12, and that's it. Okay. So now if you do x and ax, cannot, because none of this is multiple of 8. So you cannot do x and ax. So you go to the next one. So you do the 2x and the 4x. So you start with the highest and the lowest. So you start with x and ax. But none of this is multiple of 8. So a is not going to work. So that's why you have to go down to the next one. You go 2 and 4. So this will be the inside. So it would be minus 3. Right? Negative 3 times 4 give you negative 12. This would be the outside. So it would be plus 1. 2 times 1 give you 2. Right? The inside, outside. Now on the bottom, okay, I'm going to do the master product for the bottom. So it would be 11 and 24. So 1 comma 24, 2 comma 12, okay, 3 comma 8, and that's it. Okay. Okay, so again, if you try x, if you try x and 12x, it's not going to work because none of this is multiple of 12. So you have to go to the next one. So you have to try 2 and 6, right? So you have to break these things down first. So you have to do the f first, right? 2 times 6 give you 12. So now, if you check, okay, again, none of this is multiple of 6. So 2, 6 is not going to work either because this is not multiple of 6. So you try the next one. You try 3 and 4. Okay, so try 3 and 4. So now this is going to work because this is a multiple of 4, right? So this will be the inside. So it would be plus 2, right? 4 times 2 give you 8. And this would be the outside, so it would be plus 1, right? 3 times 1 give you 3, right? Again, notice when you do this, right? Okay, almost always one of the pair will match. Okay, so see you got 4x plus 1, 4x plus 1. That kind of give you an idea that most likely you're on the right track. Okay, so after you factor, now you can go and cancel. So cancel the number, there's no number, alphabet, no alphabet, and then the group, cancel out. Okay, so your answer would be 2x minus 3 over 3x plus 2. So after you're done, you can drop the parentheses after that. Okay, okay, let's go to 38. Okay, number 38, you have a squared minus 9b squared over a minus 3b squared. Okay, so on the top, again, you got to factor, so that's your difference of square. So you're going to get a plus 3b, a minus 3b. Right? So again, you got to remember how to do your factoring. On the bottom, that's a square, so you want to write it out. Right? Square means twice, right? So that's what square means. Means you got two of the parentheses. So now you can go and cancel out. So your answer would be a plus 3b over a minus 3b. So on the final step, when your final answer, you can drop the parentheses if there's nothing else. Okay. When you have only group, then you can drop the parentheses. But if you have something else, then you have to keep your parentheses. Okay. Let's go to number 40. Okay, number 40, you have 10y squared plus 11xy minus 6x squared over 4x squared minus 4xy minus 15y squared. Now, if you notice, this have x squared in the front, y squared is in the back. This one is reversed. So you need to go and rearrange terms. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to rearrange terms. So that's going to switch the terms. So you got negative 6x squared plus 11xy plus 10y squared over 4x squared minus 4xy minus 15y squared. Okay? But now you have a problem. Now you have the negative in front. Okay? So do not try massive product with the negative in front because you're going to mess up. So what you need to do is you need to go and get rid of negative. So what you need to do is go and factor out the negative one first from the top. So factor out the negative 1, so become the top becomes 6x squared minus 11xy minus 10y squared over 4x squared minus 4xy minus 15y squared. Okay, your next step is you're going to do the massive product on that, right? Because you go through the step, now follow through with your negative 1. Okay. So step 1, common factor cannot. Step 2, perfect square cannot. So you go to step 4, master product. So your master product would be negative 11 and negative 60. Okay, again, that's your master product. So you go 1 comma negative 60, 2 comma negative 30, 3 comma negative 20, 4 comma negative 15, and that's it. Okay. So again, when you break it down, okay, if you try x and 6x, cannot, because none of this is multiple of 6. So you have to go 2 and 3. Okay. You have to try 2 and 3, right? 2 and 3. 2 times 3 give you 6. So now this is going to work because this is a multiple of 3. So this would be inside. Okay. So this would be plus 5. 3 times 5 will give you negative. Yeah, you have to watch the sign. Okay. 3 times negative 5 will give you negative 15. Right? So that's the inside. Now this would be the outside. So 2 times plus 2, right? 2 times 2 give you 4, and that's outside. But notice there's a y square in the back. So when there's a y square in the back, you have to put the y in the back. Okay? And so that takes us the top. Now let's go and do the bottom. Okay, the bottom, your master product is negative 4 and negative 60. So again, 1 comma negative 60, 2 comma negative 30, 3 comma negative 20, 4 comma negative 15, right? You can use that, right? This is twice as that, so this is half. Okay, then you go 5 comma negative 12, 6 comma, now this is twice as that, so this would be half of that, so it would be minus 10, and that's the one. Okay. Okay. So again, 4x squared, you have to break down the 4. So if you try x and 4x, it's not going to work because none of this is multiple of 4. So you have to go to the next one. So you have to try 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 give you 4, right? Okay, so now this can be the, so now in this case, it doesn't matter which is inside, which is outside. So you can choose either one. So if I make this the inside, so it would be plus 3, right? If I make this the outside, it would be minus 5. And again, that's a y squared, so you have to put y in the back. Okay, so now I have 2x minus 5y, 2x minus 5y. Okay, you can cancel. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so your answer would be, now you can put a negative out here by itself. Okay, so watch that. And you're going to get 3x plus 2y on the top, and you got 2x plus 3y on the bottom. Now they look similar, but they are not the same, so do not cancel anything. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 42. You got 3x squared minus 12y squared over ax plus 2by plus 2ay plus bx. Okay, so again, let's go and do the factoring. Now, if it's get complicated, you can do the factoring off on the side. Okay, so that way you don't get you clog up your major steps. So 3x squared minus 12y squared. Okay, I can factor the 3. Okay, and then from here, that's your difference of squares. So this would be 3 times x plus 2y, x minus 2y. Okay, so that's my top. So I'm going to put over here. Okay, but make sure you show all your steps. Okay, again, when things get complicated, it's okay to go off to the side and do this, but make sure you do it right next to it so people can see where this came from. Okay. Okay, now the grouping, you got ax plus 2by plus 2ay plus bx. Okay, now if you try to group these two, that's nothing you can factor. If you group these two, that's nothing you can factor. So you need to go ahead and try to regroup. So I'm going to group this one and this one. I got ax plus bx plus 2. Now notice x. Notice that a comes first, right? So I need to put this one first. So 2ay plus 2by. So again, you kind of have to look at your terms and try to put in a similar order, right? So again, you got a, then b, so you have to put a and b, right? So now you can factor the x. Over here, you can factor out the 2y. So you got a plus b. Then after that, you can factor out the a plus b. So you got x plus 2y. Okay, so once you do that, you can put underneath here. So you got a plus b, and you got x plus 2y. Okay, so again, this came from here, right? So now you can go and cancel things out. This and this cancel. So you got 3 times x minus 2y over a plus b. And that's your answer for number 42. Okay, let's go to 44. You got x minus 12, and you got negative 1 times 12 minus x. Okay, so in this case, notice they are reversed, right? Okay, so when you are reversed, negative 1, okay, negative is used to switch subtractions. And you can see that by just multiply out, right? So if you multiply, negative 1 times 12 will give you minus 12. I'm going to put in the back so I can put in the correct order. Negative 1 times negative x will give you positive x. Okay? So in this case, this is going to become a group, right? So group can cancel. Do not cancel individual terms. Okay? You can cancel out the group. So the whole thing is a group. So when you cancel out, so answer would be just 1. Okay, let's go to number 46. Okay, you got 8 times n minus 2m, and you got negative 1, you got 3n plus m, and you got 2m minus n. So you can see that these two are reversed. So the way to switch, the way to reverse a subtraction is you have to multiply or divide by negative 1. So now you have negative over here, so you can just go and multiply. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to multiply these. Okay. So negative 1 times 2m is minus 2m, and the reason I put it back because I'm trying to match that. Okay, and this one I would get n, right? Negative 1 times n give you positive n. So now I have the same group now. Okay, so I can cancel it out. So I get 8 over 3n plus m. So once you're done with everything, then you can drop the parentheses because there's nothing else, right? Then you can drop parentheses. Okay, let's go to 48. You got 25 minus 9x squared over 9x squared minus 30x plus 25. Okay, so notice this one have x in the front, this one have x in the back. So this is kind of in the wrong order, so I'm going to factor out a -1. Again, to switch the subtraction, you have to factor out a -1 or multiply by -1. Okay, so you can have -1 is used to switch the subtraction, okay, the terms in the subtraction. And you can check, right? This times I give you that, this times I give you that, right? And on the bottom, keep the same for now. Okay, now you're going to do factoring. So on the top, this is from before. Okay, now this is the difference of squares. So you're going to get 3x and 3x, right? 3 times 3 give you 9. X times x give you x squared. Plus minus 5, right? So you need to know your factoring already. Now this one over here, this is your perfect square. Okay, so this is your perfect square, right? Okay, and so this is going to be 3x minus 5, right? And you can check, right? So negative check. 2 times 5 is 10 times 3 is 30, so this is good, right? But because I want to cancel, so I'm going to write it out. So I get 3x minus 5, 3x minus 5. Because a square means you write it out twice. And the reason I write it out twice so I can cancel, right? Okay, now next thing is, right now, this I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to use the negative to switch the subtraction. Okay, don't multiply into the positive, okay, the addition. Multiply into the subtraction. So I get 3x plus 5 on the top. I'm going to multiply these into here. Again, so that way it becomes 5 minus 3x. Okay, remember, negative, when you multiply or divide by negative, then it's to switch the subtraction, okay, the terms in the subtraction. And you can check, right? Negative 1 times 3x is minus 3x. Negative 1 times negative 5 is positive 5. Okay, okay, let's go to number 50. Okay, you got 12 minus 19x plus 5x squared over 3x squared minus 5x minus 12. So again, this is in the wrong order, so I'm going to switch, put in the correct order. Okay, and go and do the factoring. So all these step 1, step 2 cannot. So you have both of these are master product. So I'm going to go off to the side. I'm going to do my master product. So it would be negative 19 and 60. So because this is negative, so I have to use both negatives, right? Negative 1, negative 60. Okay, negative times negative give you positive. So negative 2, negative 30, negative 3, negative 20, negative 4, negative 15, and so that's it. Okay, so from here, 5x squared, so I need to get x and 5x. So from here I can see that this is the inside. Okay, so I need to minus 3, right? Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. This is outside, so I get minus 4. Okay, so that takes us the top. Now to do the bottom, I get negative 5 and negative 36. So 1 comma negative 36, 2 comma negative 18, 3 comma negative 12, 4 comma negative 9, right? This is twice the size, so this will be half of that, and this is it. Okay? So I need to get x and 3x. So this would be the inside, so it would be minus 3. 3 times negative 3 give you negative 9. This is the outside, it would be plus 4. And after you factor, then you can cancel the group. So your answer would be 5x minus 4 over 3x plus 4. Okay, let's go to 52. Okay, so you got 16 plus 4x minus 2x squared over 8x squared minus 16x minus 64. So this is in the wrong order, so you need to put in the correct order first. It will be minus 2x squared plus 4x plus 16 over 8x squared minus 16x minus 64. The next thing you do is going to do the step 1 factoring. Okay, don't go to step 4 right away. You got to step 1, step 2. So step 1, and because the negative, you have to factor the negative. So factor the negative 2. So you're going to get x squared minus 2x minus 8. Double check. Okay, negative, positive, positive. Okay, on the bottom, you need to factor the 8. So you're going to get x squared minus 2x minus 8. And once you get over here, notice they are the same already. So you don't have to go to step 4 to do master product. So once you get over here, you can go and cancel things out already. Okay, and 2 and 8, you can cancel into 1 and 4. So your answer is negative 1 over 4. Okay, let's go to number 54. Okay, so this is a different type of problem now. Okay, so this one you want to simplify the expression. Okay. Okay, you have 15y to the negative 2 power over 10y. Okay, so what you want to do is first, let's if you can cancel the number, again, go and reduce the number. So take care of the number, okay? Then you go down the alphabet. Now, alphabet, notice this is a negative power. Negative power means you have to switch to the bottom. So this has to switch to the bottom. So you're going to get 3 on the top, okay? 2 on the bottom. And when you switch over here, you're going to get y to the 2 and the y, right? Switch to the bottom. And then this becomes 3 over 2y to the 3. Okay? Let's go to 56. Okay, you got 25, a to the 0, b squared, c to the negative 5, over 30, a to the 3, b to the negative 4, c to the 6. Okay? Okay, now if you don't want to cancel the number first, that's fine. Okay, you can do that too. Again, there are many ways you can do this. Okay, so I'm going to do a different way. So first, take care of the negative exponent. So I'm going to flip things over. So 25. Now a to the 0 is 1, so you don't even have to write that. So you just go down to each item. So keep that, keep that, keep that. This one flip to the bottom, right? Okay, so you just go down the list. Okay, so 30, you keep that. A to the 3, keep that. B to the negative. So negative power means flip it over. So flip to the top, and this one you keep. Okay. So just go down each item. Then you can go worry about simplifying. So 25 and 30 divide by 5, and then so you go down the alphabet A, B, C, nothing to cancel. So you're going to get 5b to the 6 on the top, right? This gives you b to the 6. On the bottom, you're going to get 6, a to the 3, c to the 11. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let's go to 58. Here you got 9, s to the negative 4, t to the 3, u to the 0, over 21, t to the negative 2, u to the 3. Okay, so again, let's go and do the flipping, right? So this one you keep. This one flip to the bottom, right? This one you keep. This one u to the 0 means 1, so 1 we just don't write anything. Okay, 21 you keep. Negative power you flip to the top. This one you keep. Okay, just go down to each item. After that, you can simplify. Okay, so 9 and 21 divide by 3, and nothing else to cancel. So you're going to get 3t to the 5 on the top. You get 7 s to the 4, u to the 3 on the bottom. Okay, let's go to 60. Okay, you have x to the negative 2, y to the 2, x to the negative 3 to the 3 power. So what you want to do first is you want to apply the power rule first. Just go and apply the power rule. So you're going to get, when you apply a power rule, you multiply. So you're going to get x to the negative 6, okay? You're going to get y to the 6, and you're going to get x to the negative 9. Okay, again, so power rule, you multiply. The next step is you're going to flip things over, okay? So this one you have to flip it over to the bottom. You just go down each item. Go down the list so that way you don't miss anything. This one you keep. This one you flip. Okay? And after that, you can go and cancel. So x to the 6, x to the 9, you cancel, you get x to the 3. So that's it. So your answer would be x to the 3, y to the 6. Okay? Let's go to number 62. And you have AB negative 2 over a squared to the negative 3 power. Okay, so you can apply the power rule. So you're going to get a to the 3, b to the 6 over a to the negative 6. And then you do the flipping. So this one you keep, this one you keep, this one you flip, and then you simplify. Oh, wait. Hold on, this is negative. So this one, time out. This one, okay, this one you have to flip to the bottom. This one you keep. This one you flip to the top. Okay, there we go. So you have to watch when you multiply, right? This is 1 times negative 3, give you negative 3. Okay, so now you can go and cancel. So your answer would be a to the 3, b to the 6. Right? You put in the correct order. Okay, let's go to 64. You have x to the 3 over x to the negative 2, y to the negative 4 to the negative 1. So again, you apply the power rule. So you're going to get x to the negative 3. This one you're going to get x to the 2, y to the 4. Okay, and after that, you have to flip this to the bottom. So when you flip everything over, right, there's nothing left, means it's 1. So you're going to get x to the 3, right? This goes to the bottom. This one you keep, right? Again, if it's positive, it will stay, okay? You don't do anything to it. Then after that, you're going to get 1 over x to the 5, y to the 4. Okay, let's go to 66. Okay, you got 3m to the negative 1 over 9n cubed to the 4. Now with this, right, when you have number to the exponent, it's easier if you reduce first. So this is 1, this is 3, okay? So now, when you apply the power rule, right, 1 to the 4 is still 1, and this one will give you m to the negative 4, and this one will be 3 to the 4, you can do this, doesn't matter. And this will give you n to the 12. Okay, after that, you can go and start to work it out. So this one stay, so it's still 1. This one get flipped to the bottom, so it'll be m to the 4. I just go down the list. 3 to the 4, it stays. When you can multiply out, it becomes 81. Okay, and this one stays. And after that, then that's it. You don't have to do anything after that. Okay, let's go to 68. Okay, you have 9a negative 2 over 12 b to the negative 3 to the minus 3. Okay, so again, when you have number with the exponent, it's better if you go and reduce. So this becomes 3 and this becomes 4. So now, when you apply the power rule, the number will become smaller, become 3 to the negative 3, and this becomes a to the 6, and this will become a to the negative 3, b to the 9. Okay, now let's go and do the flipping. This one goes to the bottom, this one stay, this one flip to the top, and this one stay. And after that, you go and simplify. Okay, so this will give you 64 a to the 6 over 27 b to the 9. Okay, and that's it for number 68. Okay, let's go to 70. Okay, you have 6 a to the negative 3 b to the 4 over 9 a to the negative 2 b to the 6 to the negative 3 power. So again, 6 and 9 you can cancel to make a number a little bit smaller before you apply the power rule. So you're going to get 2 to the negative 3, a to the 9, b to the negative 12, and this will give you 3 to the negative 3, a to the 6, b to the negative 18. Okay, so simplify, apply the power rule, then you can go and do the flipping. So this one goes to the bottom, this one stay, this one flip to the bottom, this one flip to the top, this one stay, this one get flipped to the top. Okay, so now you can go and start to work out. Okay, so 3 to the 3 power is 27. Okay, and the 2 to the 3 is 8. So take care of the number first, and then the alphabet, right? So this becomes a to the 3. So a to the 3. This one cancel, you got b to the 6. So b to the 6. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let's go to 72. So you got 6 a to the 9 b to the 3 over 2ab to the 3. Okay, now notice there's no negative power, so it's easy if you go and reduce first. You can multiply out first or you can reduce first, doesn't matter, it will work out the same. Okay, so it becomes a to the 8, this becomes b squared. So now when you apply 3 to the 3, will give you 27, and this will give you a to the 24, and this b to the 6. Okay, and because there's nothing else, okay, and so that's your answer. Okay, so again, there are many ways you can do this kind of problem. Okay, let's go to 74. Okay, you have negative 2m to the 8, n to the 9, over m cubed n to the 4. Okay, again, there's no negative exponent, so easier if you just go and cancel things out first. So this cancel out, you get m to the 5. This one cancel, you get n to the 8. So now when you multiply, right? Now, be careful now. This is not for flipping now. Okay, this is negative. This is not an exponent. So negative to the 4th power become positive. Okay, 2 to the 4th power give you 16, and this will give you m to the 20, and this will give you n to the 32, and there's nothing on the bottom, so that's your answer already. Okay, let's go to 76. You have negative 2s to the 5, t to the 4, over s to the 3, t to the 3 power. Again, there's no negative exponent, so you can cancel things out first. So s3, s5 give you s squared, and this cancel give you t to the 3. So now you can apply the power rule. Negative to the 3 power, you get negative, because it means negative, 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 give you negative. 2 to the 3 power is 8, so you just go down each item. Okay, so this will give you s to the 6, and this will give you t to the 9, and that's it. That's your answer.